It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see David Njoku. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Browns and the Raiders on EA Sports.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. Nyheim Hines back deep for the Browns. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
Here's 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. No handoff, he'll keep it himself. Down to the goal line, no signal, is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Back to throw. That is caught by the tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. York. Good on the extra point. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. That's going to be caught by Gallup. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. This one out to Moore.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Chubb. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. Fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a zone read. He'll keep it himself. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. Back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the goal line and in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. Play action now with Minshew. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. In trouble, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Now, a carry for Hunt. And he'll get about 5. On play action. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's a run with Hunt. And a short pickup down inside the 10. On the ground, this is Hunt. He is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. To return is Naheem Hines. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The next drive about to get going. We're going to take a moment here to let you know what's coming up in prime time this week. Starting tonight, it's Sunday Night Football, one of the best games of the opening month of the season. Bills and Ravens from Baltimore. And then another double bill on Monday Night Football as the Titans and Dolphins meet in Miami at 7:30 Eastern. Followed by the Seahawks and Lions 45 minutes later with the kickoff in Detroit at 8:15 Eastern Time. On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Tyree Wilson, former 7th overall pick. They're on the tackle. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. From the pistol, a give to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. 3rd and a yard. In motion comes Thomas. Now this looks like a design run. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Here's a designed run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. In motion is Myers. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Minshew. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. To the air once more is Minshew. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Minshew. That one, take it in. Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Raiders. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
They'll try to set up the screen here. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Moore going in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in Vegas, and the Raiders are in the lead. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Justin Fields, excellent in the victory, as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, a touchdown pass in the victory. The Raiders got a strong first-half performance out of their quarterback, Gardner Minshew. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in the second half. About to get started. Here comes Ford on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Browns offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Really to about the 39. Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. They'll look to throw. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Moore going in motion. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now this looks like a design run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Laube now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Drive will start on the ground. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back is Minshew. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Third and long. Now Minshew. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The Raiders send their punt team out. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Browns offense back onto the field for their next possession, and they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. A gain there of 13 yards. Moore going in motion. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Second and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. He'll try the zone read on first and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now the veteran, it's Nyheim Hines. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. Moore going in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Quick throw taken in by Judy. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. A Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. He'll complete it to Adams. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, here's Minshew. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. 1st down picked up on the ground. Throwing is Minshew. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Minshew going to look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They look to throw it with Minshew. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Hines. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up around the 35. He'll drop to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Chubb. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. Not much developing there. Short pickup down to the 47. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Chubb. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This throw left is complete with Judy. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.